The integrating technology into education course I took at Northern was really interesting. Even my kids liked to hear about it.
Do you know what technology is?
No. Yeah.
What is technology?
Technology is like that and what you use, like phones and all that.
What do you think technology is?
TV.
TV? That's awesome. You know, I have a class that teaches you technology.
Really? How do they do it?
Well, one thing we do is we got to program robots.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, real robots?
Mm-hmm.
Robots?
Robots.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Do you know how we did that?
How?
We got on the computer, and if we wanted to go in a straight line, we had to put in some numbers, and it went in a straight line. And then if we wanted to take a turn, we would add on some more numbers, and it would take a turn. And then if you wanted to go straight again, you had to add more numbers. And on and on and on until you completed a course that our teacher set up.
Mommy, I want that kind of hair like this girl.
And then we got to make our own course.
Really? How?
Mm-hmm.
How
You
do
just drew whatever you wanted, and the robot had to go across it. And so we made a peace sign.
Yeah, because now I know, because I know how like they personify names for this, and then you go on okay, I got that. So, what about like in the doctor?
Oh, no. What happened?
That one has so much effect on it. So hard to do.
Issues with it, such as cell phones, seem to take away some social aspects between people. I interviewed a few people about their opinions, and I took focus on some of the older generations and some of their views on the youth using their cell phones all the time.
To me, maybe it's not with everybody, but with me, I feel like you're just completely being ignored. Listen, because all of a sudden I just keep yakking, and they don't hear me anyway. I don't believe in no cell phones. I don't believe in no cell phones and stuff like that. As far as I'm concerned, they would be bad on the roads, you know, because I think it means where if you have any car accident or any kind of problems that our emergency comes up, fine, but stay off them no matter what. Don't be on them. It does make me feel safe, but I don't keep it up to my ear. My little granddaughter and you know, they're playing on a cell phone. They don't go out and play anymore. What do you call those kind of games and stuff? I find them if they play a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, don't sit there and play it day after day and nobody. Well, what you doing? You don't even hear you look at them what they're doing. I'd like to go back and live when I was a kid. But we were all outside all the time, you know. Going down the creek and swimming and different like that. Or big crab apples we wanted to school. And I liked it. You know, stuff like that. Get off the car, pick up phones.
Technology has come a long way since when it first started.
Well, Grandma had a phonograph. We used to grind it up. It was a big, great one. And she had kind of paper records that but they were misshaped, and so they didn't play very well. But she had the other old records too. But I've never seen, those other, we always call them paper, but they were like like a stiff cardboard, and this had this other stuff on top of it, and you could play them, but hers were all warped, and they were like this, and they kind of wavy. It wasn't like the solid black ones.
Oh, okay.
But
So
we didn't play them very much. So we
didn't
used
play
to have to
'em
grind up that old. And so anyway, that's what we did that out in the country. And then when we go back out in the country, when we moved to town, oh goodness, it was several years before we even had a radio. We sure sang a lot.
Yeah.
Bill and I were married several years. We finally got a little old square TV about this big. But I was married by then.
So in your childhood, growing up, you never had a TV?
Oh, no. Heaven's sake, there wasn't TV in my
No, there wasn't?
childhood.
What
Well, there
happened?
just wasn't money for it.
Oh,
I
okay.
must have been in about at least the 5th grade before we had a phone, and it was a party line. And then when Mom married John, he had a private line. And then when Bill and I got married, we didn't have a phone. And then he got really sick, and I had to go across the street to call the doctor. And I did that several times, and I finally decided, no, we can't do that anymore. And so we got a phone. The old big ones, the old black ones. I think we had one that sat. I don't think it hung on the wall. But it was a party line, too, that we got. Because they were cheaper than a private line. A party line, there'd be 2 people on the phone. 2 people on the line, at least 2 people on the line. And you could only call when someone else wasn't calling. And then when you had a private line, you could have a double private line, or someone had 4, and then you had to try to get on, and other people would listen into your phone. Television was a big thing when it came in, but we had it there. We didn't watch a lot of TV, and you didn't see the trash you see on TV now. That program that comes on that one station just before the news, I can't imagine they let that program on. They say, you should monitor it. Well, that's primetime TV for kids. Then they wonder why we have so much violence in and they're not doing anything of curbing it. I mean, on a national level, they're saying this is causing a lot of our problems in society. The money's there.
I interviewed June Azure, who lives up at the care center, as well as Kelly Stewart, who is my grandmother. Both of these ladies gave me a really interesting perspective on technology. In our class, we learned how to use it and plans on how to integrate it into our classrooms when we eventually become teachers. But we didn't learn about the problems with it, and we didn't learn that there are all these issues. My children are interested in technology. Everyone that you know is interested in technology. But is anyone interested in the consequences of technology? What is actually happening because of it? The addiction, the crutch that technology is to the world? These are the questions that are now boggling my mind. Is technology really good? Or do we really need it?